But we have a lot of fish to fry today.
Yeah.
I want to start with the only movie that was my recommendation, but you had happened to see in the past.
Correct.
Mississippi Burning.
Correct.
Why? Because rest in peace, Gene Hackman, for real.
Yeah.
It sounded like he went in a really bad way.
Yeah.
That's pretty horrible. I'm super sad to hear that.
Yeah. But let's not talk about the bad things about
Let's talk about the good times, yeah. So many good movies, man.
Yeah, I always liked him. He was good in French Connection 1 and 2.
I didn't see 2, but I love 1.
Yeah, I don't remember 2 that well. 1 was really good. The name of the character he played, go.
Give me something Boyle? Irishman Boyle? Something like that?
Yeah, it was a cartoon, a name of a cartoon character. He had
Popeye.
Yeah.
Boyle.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow. Good trivia too, by the way.
Thank you.
But yeah, I love the scene where he's like basically making all the whole bar like take out their pockets and everyone has heroin or drug paraphernalia or money. He's like, I'm gonna keep coming back every week if you guys. I forget what he even wants from them.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to bust their balls, really.
Yeah.
But that character's super good, and he's in the Conversation too, a Francis Ford Coppola film that's pretty good. He's like a professional bugger, like you put bugs in people's phones.
Okay, he does. Surveillance.
I mean, it does surveillance. Yeah. That's the other way to say that. And that's a completely different role, but he does well with it.
Yeah, he was in one with Will Smith. I can't remember the name of it.
He's your favorite actor, Will Smith.
No, he's not.
But you love Jaden, too.
Jaden far surpassed his mommy and daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her in one movie that I did like, Demon Knight.
Well, Jada Pickett, what's her face? Stupid name.
The girl?
Bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Oh,
she's
the
a bitch.
mom?
Yeah, the mom. She's a bitch.
Jada
Pinkett
Smith. She's from
Detroit.
Baltimore.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I literally read a magazine. You know, those magazines they have it in the airports.
Hair salons. Oh.
Hair salons. Yeah. No, in the back pocket. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I was like, I am so freaking bored. I have to read something, and it happened to be an article about her. No, why? Who knows? The woman's done literally nothing in her life.
Well, she was in Demon Knight.
Okay, yeah, she was in that.
And
that was like 30 years ago.
The Matrix.
Yeah, but she was
the star of that show.
Oh yeah. So much so that nobody knows.
But yeah, the son, he's a successful rapper, a successful actor. He is a poet.
And by success, we mean he just does it.
And he wears neat outfits.
Oh my god.
Which if
had the parents
been
given
normal,
it a shot, like trying to be parents, he wouldn't be that weird.
Raising them, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the trade-off.
Consensus. Yeah. It's like, we're going to be rich and famous, but you kids are going to be so screwed up. I don't know about the third daughter, Willow.
She doesn't seem as talkative as the son,
Not
so maybe that's why she seems a lot more normal.
Yeah.
But to people we do like, well, I love Willem Dafoe, and I would say I love Gene Hackman too.
Yeah.
So those two being the lead, I'm like, dude, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like
that's a very powerful cast.
And on top of that, they have Brad Dourif and Frances McDormand.
Yeah.
And she got nominated for Best Supporting Actress in that film. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
And I think Gene got nominated for Best Actor, and the film as a whole got nominated for Best Picture and won Best Cinematography. So I'm not.
What won Best Picture? Because that'd be a super strong candidate.
Well, talk and I'll look it up.
All right. So yeah, but I mean, it's
tell the people what you like.
Virtue, and I mean this in a good way. It's a virtuous movie, a very virtuous movie, and I don't know if it's based on anything that actually happened or
they make it seem like that is the case.
Yeah.
With the whatever notes at the end, it's almost like it's not. It's the movie with John Belushi. They're all in college. And,
Animal House?
Yeah, Animal House, where they
they have a thing.
Yeah.
Well, obviously that was
that was not true, but
What did Belushi become?
They had president of a car sales place? Car dealership?
Senator. US Senator.
I was close when I said president, and then I expanded and made it worse.
Of a car place.
Of a car...
President of a car place.
Beamer, Bishop, but stroke victim.
So you're looking for...
Oscars, it's the 89 Oscars.
Something unfindable, I would think.
Which, in the site is so stupid. It makes me a little angry. And we're going to look, and we're getting closer, ladies and gents. Don't leave now. Don't even think about leaving now.
Killing me.
Because if you leave now...
you'll be really disappointed.
You take away the biggest part of me.
Within half an hour, he's going to find this.
Yeah, if you just give me 10 short minutes, Rain Man.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which, I have not seen that yet.
You haven't seen Rain Man?
No, it's very culturally significant. It gets it gets referenced all the time. If someone is good at math, they're Rain Man. If someone's autistic, people think they're good at math. So it's like,
yeah,
it's kind of a catch-all.
It's not one you have to see. I would think Mississippi Burning is one you would more so. You don't need to see any movie, but is
more significant.
More significant than Rain Man. And I understand what Rain Man did.
Well, maybe did you even know what autism was in the late 80s?
I didn't know. Did I? I don't believe I did. Probably not. So, okay, it introduced us to autism, which now these days, it's you don't need any introduction. Like, what's autism? It's like, well, half my class has it, so it's how Johnny acts.
What's
or
autism?
Jimmy.
I'm autistic. So are you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
That would be a hilarious spoof commercial. Because it's like, we have all these medical commercials, like drugs and stuff. But this one, it's just like, here's your diagnosis via commercial. I just think that's comical.
That would be.
It's like over the TV, like, you have autism. But, yeah, I thought... here was the one thing that I did think was slightly odd, is with the age discrepancy of Gene Hackman and Frances McDormand, and they kind of have this romance, this attraction. I don't know. I get you want to get Gene Hackman on screen as much as possible. It really maybe would have made more sense if it was Willem Dafoe, because there's chunks of the movie that he's just not in, just not doing anything. It's literally just Gene Hackman's story.
Well, Dafoe wasn't what he is now, then.
Yeah,
he was in Platoon. I don't know when that was. He was a pretty big deal in Platoon. But I think at that time, he was someone who's going to be a great actor later, of course, considered one. But at the time, I don't think he was. That's the late 80s.
I'm trying. Well, he's in a David Lynch film. I think it's called Wild at Heart with Nicolas Cage. And that might have came out very similar time span of this. But it might have been after.
But, look, I've never heard of that movie.
Wild at Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean, but it obviously it wasn't like a huge cultural event.
Yeah. Another guy that passed away recently, so rip David Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and the guy from Jigsaw, he's also an FBI agent.
Yeah.
Which I just liked. I was like,
I told you I met him, right?
You met him at a school or the airport?
No, at a school.
That is the weirdest.
He was just walking around. Hoodie. I had a job where I went to schools. So I was just driving around this one school that I'd never been to before. And actually, I think the school was a closed school of a major public school system. Major. And I see him, and I saw his face. I'm like, that's Jigsaw. I know that's Jigsaw. And then I went down and I turned around, and I was like, I can't stop him. But I did stop. I said, hey. And then we talked for a little bit. And he talked about... Because at the time, the one Jigsaw, I saw him and he died. Mm-hmm. But he said, make sure, there's another one coming out. And I'm thinking, well, you can't be in it. You died. But he was in it.
Yeah, because they
I don't know what happened.
They kind of show back in time, and he had set up stuff. He seems like he would be a cool dude.
He was really cool, yeah. he looks like he's crazy, but
Yeah, he has a haunting face, which is what makes him so good. I would imagine, like, fame would kind of suck. I think we can all agree. Like, if we could just be rich and not famous, that's the way to go. But
if I were ever like that, I mean, people would say, "Aren't you?" And I'd say, "No, I know." People say that all the time, and I'd be on with my day.
it does. It does have to feel good though, when people are like, "Dude, you were so good."
Yeah.
No,
You're right. I think it's
because they're all
addictive.
theater kids. Like that's their shit. They're like they want to be really good at that.
Well, anybody. Well, yeah, you're right.
You know.
So you want that acclaim.
Yeah, you want that admiration. If like no one talks about it, you're like, because he probably went through that. I wouldn't be surprised if
People say, "Aren't you?" Blah blah blah, and you say, "Yeah." It's like, okay, just walk away.
Hey,
it's like, what? Do you want an autograph? No, that's all right.
I have hurry. I have headshots right here
with my signature. But anyway, Mississippi Burning, because you got off topic.
We do that all the time.
Yeah, you do. I try to corral you back in. Yeah.
Well, great performances. I know I kind of went on about that. Opening shot, just really great at just setting the mood. And it's like, it's been captured in photography forever. But it's just a shot of a white and a colored water fountain.
Yeah.
And like, it just puts you in the mindset right away. You're like shit was different back then.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know?
Black people couldn't eat at a restaurant. Or, they had black restaurants. They couldn't go to like a normal, regular restaurant. They couldn't go in.
Yeah, or the seating was segregated.
Well, yeah, either that or they just couldn't go into certain restaurants. They just wouldn't have them. So, obviously, we've come a long way since then. There's a scene in that. Now, remember, I've seen it many moon ago. There's a scene in it where somebody is in a barber chair. Mm-hmm. And they put a knife or a what do you call that? They shave straight razor to his neck.
Brad Dourif. But you just reminded me because I was completely gonna blank. Arlie Emery is the mayor in that movie.
Oh, it's that Brad Dourif from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and from the Two Towers.
Yep.
What's it called? Two Towers.
Two Towers. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love him.
Did you know
he was an Exorcist 3?
They pushed the Two Towers because of 9/11. I think they were going to release it like a year early.
Ah, I didn't know that. But
I could be wrong on that. Yeah. I swear I thought I heard because that was early 2000s.
I reckon it was. Yeah.
Either that or they were going to call it the Twin Towers and they changed the name to the Two Towers. 9/11 had some impact on Lord of the Rings. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Two things that I remember, I mean, there was a lot of things, but one was there was a song called Let the Bodies Hit the Floor.
I remember that.
Well, they stopped playing it. And then you remember the group Anthrax.
Uh-huh. Oh, because Anthrax.
Yeah.
Which, that's like a naturally occurring, like,
it's
whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's some type of biologic. And I don't know if it's, like, really easy to use as like a bio bomb or not. I think it's kind of hard. Maybe.
Yeah, I think because...
I guess you could figure out a way. And that's what
you would self-contaminate really badly.
No, not in that way. I don't think it's just easy to produce,
Yeah. I don't know. I saw a video about it and it made me, like, a million times more scared of it than I was.
Anthrax.
Yeah, because before I was like...
Big deal.
I was like, powder?
Yeah.
Don't breathe it in, stupid.
Yeah. Just stay away from the powder, man. No, it's pretty nasty, I guess.
Yeah.
Gets in your lungs or something?
Yeah, it almost seems like it's like asbestos.
Asbestos. Yeah, but faster.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, it's about hate. It's about institutional racism.
Yeah.
And why it's bad. I mean, that's simple, but the complexities of a town.
But the showing of it.
Yeah.
It's a showing of it.
In Mississippi, like, if you live there, I'm sure you live in the nicest part and you're the best type of people, but it is not the marvel of the United States. I mean, it's like...
I think it's the poorest state.
Yeah, it's not... There's a lot of stuff that's not ranked well at.
I mean,
although I think education is starting to come up.
It's just rural. I mean, it wasn't a great place for a black person to live, but it's a very rural, nothing wrong with Mississippi. It's hot, probably, as hell, but...
It has the river, though.
Okay, does that help?
Always swims.
Yeah. Oh, it's 150. Well, you got the river. Just jump in, float downstream to the Gulf.
Just don't cramp.
Yeah, don't eat before you go in the river.
What would your rating of the movie
It'd be high. It'd be high. So out of 5, you're asking?
Yeah.
I'd put it
kind of putting you on the spot.
No, like a 3.8. I know you don't go by it, but I guess you do. I'd say 3.8.
I gave it a 4 on Letterboxd.
So. 4.1. I'd say 4.1.
You're higher than me though.
Yeah, it's like the price is right.
Yeah, without going over
1501. I'm surprised. I was just thinking this today. As I actually watched it. The guy who does it is gonna get punched in the face by the other guy.
person who goes one over. Oh my god, I would be
pissed.
so
dick.
Like don't do that to someone. But really quickly, just for Mississippi Burning, we'll do this with all of them if we can think of it. This one I think is ripe. Who is the best performance in your mind?
Hackman.
I agree. I think you can make an argument for Francis McDormand, but
yeah,
some really good performances. Dafoe they're all good. I've said it a million times,
yeah.
But I think you go.
There's a certain movies, and that's one of them, where you don't think that they're actors playing a role.
You really get sucked into it.
It's just the story. You're watching a story, or you're watching an event or something. You don't think of them as actors anymore. And a lot of times, in that one, like Dafoe, I kind of thought is like just someone who just fit right into whatever they were playing.
He had the look of he looked like a white Malcolm X.
Yeah, I know he had the weird glasses and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's kind of racist, but okay, we'll stick with that.